We just woke up. That's like the size of a... What is that thing? If you could see, it's gonna slowly start moving. What is that? Look at it, just moved. What is it?
Click the subscribe button below.
We're gonna go set up a fish trap. A1A Adventures, baby. So, we just woke up, trying to get ready for school. Fresh, clean aquarium. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. Not a dirty spot in here. Look what I found. See that worm? That's no small worm. That's like the size of a maggot. What is that thing? If you could see, it's gonna slowly start moving. What is that? Look at it, just moved. What is it? What is this worm that's been living amongst my rocks in here? I probably touched this weird thing several times. No fish has eaten it. We have some Sergeant Knights in here. These Sergeant Knights have not wanted to touch that, nor have the gobies. We have some gobies, 2 of them on the bottom, that live amongst this thing. I don't know how quick it's grown. I don't know what it is. Please comment below if you are familiar with this worm, if we should take it out, which I will be doing shortly. So please, help us out. What is that? As we are doing our research, some worms are actually very beneficial to the aquarium. Look at the goby right by him. Stay away from that worm. We don't know what he is yet. But some are good, some are bad. So we're doing our research. If you guys could help us out, maybe comment below what kind of worm this is. If you are into saltwater aquatics and you're familiar with getting these wild worms, there are a bunch of worms that do grow naturally on the rocks, but this one in particular is special. I'm not playing games with my fishies, so I'm going to take this little guy out. We're going to put him up here in the filter area. So in case that is by any means a large adult version size of some kind of parasite, I'm not endangering my fish. We're going to remove this and put him up there and maybe take a look at him after. Alright, I'm trying to move these tongs with some finesse so I don't create a rock slide here in my little saltwater kingdom. But we are... We were right by it. We were right by the worm. So close. Come on, wormy. Got ya. No! Drop the worm. Got him. Up here, worm.
Be free. He's good.
Is that moving?
No, he's moving.
It's moving?
Look.
Move your head just a little bit so I can get some light in there.
Okay.
Ooh. That's going to be a doozy. We're going to put that in a cup and we're going to study this under some better light. Oh, he's still moving. What are you? What are you? Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of water out of here. I'm going to remove this parasite so it doesn't lay. If it's a parasite, I don't know. It's definitely not a bristle worm. This thing looks like a maggot. So we're going to take some water. And bristle worms can be found on like the live rock. So there's some bristle worms you could see on that nice turquoise colored rock. Those are dead old shells. I never really see them. I don't know. I never really see them of the bristle worm. You see the remains of the bristle worm. But now let's focus and get this weird little alien. This alien. What are you? You definitely look like a parasite. I don't trust you at all. I dropped him back in! Get out of my tank. Oh my goodness. Alright, so let's get him in there. We're gonna... And since the tank is nice and clean, feel like this is the last tank update we're going to be able to do before we get our bigger saltwater tank to upgrade from this nano, because all of our fish, which these are our mystery fish before we got some with some coral from our coral guy, we didn't know what they were so tiny that now we can tell. They look kind of like sergeant majors, but they're not. They're sergeant knights. You could tell by their face they have more of a beak, kind of like a bird, instead of lips like a sergeant major. If you look up the two, you can see the difference. But all the live rock's doing well. We're going to go ahead and focus on this guy though right now. I'm probably going to do another video about this, so stay tuned before we set up our bigger saltwater tank, and we're going to start building more reef with more coral. But oh, it just balled up. This thing just balled up like a kind of like an isopod or a roly-poly. I know they're all kind of in somewhat of the same species or genus group, I don't know. But this guy is really weird. What are you? Open up, man. I really wish anybody, please comment below if you know what this thing is. I know there's a bunch of different kind of worms and parasites and hitchhikers that can come in the corals. I don't know if this thing is, you know, from a coral or from, I hope not a fish, but what is it? And if you know, where would these things come from? Because I don't. Did they come from outer space? Or are they a pupa or a larva form of some sort of creature? Help me out. What is this? Do I get rid of it? Do I keep it? Do I cook it? Do I feed it? What do I do with it? Please help me out. Comment below. So it has been an entire day, and this little guy is still kicking. He's still moving. I'm thinking he could have come from one of those holes over there or in there if it was living in there. I don't know, man. The thing is so weird. Such a clean tank, so clean. I'm surprised why no one ate it either. We got some good eaters in here. Look at those bellies. Good eaters. Please, someone help. Tell me what it is. I mean, I don't know. If I can get 1,000 likes on this video, I will eat it. If it's still alive. We'll cook this thing up. I'll eat it. I don't know. Let's get 1,000 likes. Someone please tell me what this alien-like creature is. If it's safe. I don't know. Anyone ever eat one of these things? Would you eat it for 1,000 likes?
Never.
No. You'd eat it for 100. Yep. Ew. What are you? Why did you come here? Why did you hitchhike here? Does anybody know what this will even be? What can this develop into? What is this, a larva or pupa of? So sadly, this is 2 days since our last clip, but this seems to be the last video of this alien creature that has decomposed in this cup of salt water, which I know with some common sense it was probably a parasite, and I'm glad you did not latch onto one of my fish or lay some spawn that would latch onto my fish. So down you go. Even though he didn't make it so we could see it grow into some crazy alien and fly away, and maybe we can all storm Area 51 next time and see if we can come across it. I don't know. Did that make any sense? But make sure to hit that notification bell button below, that makes sense, to stay updated on all of A1A Adventures and newest videos with aquatics, pets, all different animals. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned. And if you have any alien pets or anything, comment below and tell us what you have, because we definitely have some other alien pets in our home. And do not forget, keep those wormholes clean.